So, today we're going to take a look at the developer's journey. How we go from just a spark of an idea all the way to a full-blown working web app. And our guide for this trip is the fantastic Vue.js framework. And we're pulling our insights straight from Maya Chavin's excellent book, Learning Vue.
Right? It really does start with this question. You have a great idea, but how do you actually turn that into something people can click on, scroll through, and really use? Well, that's the developer's journey in a nutshell. And it's all about navigating the surprisingly tricky problems that pop up between a great concept and a smooth user experience.
Okay, so first things first, we've got to understand the problem we're even trying to solve. We expect our apps to be incredibly fast, super responsive. But behind the curtain, all that slick interactivity creates this huge, tangled web of complexity that can really slow things down. Check this out. Every single time something on a web page changes, even a tiny little detail, the browser has to run through this whole really expensive process. It has to recalculate the layout and then literally repaint the pixels on your screen. Now, for a modern app with things updating all the time, doing that over and over is a surefire recipe for a laggy, frustrating experience for your users.
And that's the heart of the problem right there. Any one change can force the browser to do a massive amount of work. And that performance bottleneck, well, that's exactly why modern frameworks were invented in the first place. The real question became, how do you possibly manage all that chaos in an efficient way?
And this is where Vue.js steps onto the scene. It tackles this performance problem head-on with two really clever core ideas that make building modern apps not just way faster for the user, but honestly, a lot more efficient and enjoyable for the developer too. Vue's first big, clever idea is the virtual DOM. See, the real DOM, the actual structure of the web page living in your browser, it's just notoriously slow to change. So instead of messing with it directly for every little thing, Vue keeps this lightweight copy, like a blueprint, just sitting in memory. And all the changes happen on this lightning-fast blueprint first. So here's the genius part. Vue makes all its changes on that virtual copy, then it compares the new version to the old one, and it figures out the absolute most efficient way to update the real screen. It bundles all those changes together and updates the real, slow DOM in one single optimized shot. It's just a beautifully smart way to avoid doing all that expensive work over and over. Now, Vue's second superpower is something called reactivity. The best way to think of it is like a magic, invisible wire connecting your app's data to what the user is seeing. So instead of you, the developer, having to manually write code to update the screen, you just change the data, and poof, Vue instantly and automatically updates the interface to match. It's a massive time saver. And here's a perfect example of what I mean. On the left, you can see a piece of data in the code called message, and on the right, you see that same message displayed on the screen. Now, because of reactivity, if we change that message in the code, or maybe a user types into a text box, the display on the right updates instantly. And the best part? The developer didn't have to write a single extra line of code to make that happen. So, Vue gives us speed, and it gives us that magical efficiency. But how does it help us manage a really big, complex application without it turning into a total mess? Well, the answer is to think like you're playing with Legos. Exactly. The answer is components. And honestly, the Lego brick analogy is perfect. Each component is a small, self-contained piece of your user interface. It could be a search bar, a button, a user profile card, whatever. You build these individual bricks, make sure they work perfectly on their own, and then you just snap them together to build your entire application. And Vue has this really neat way of organizing these bricks called single file components. Each .vue file is basically the perfect little package for one Lego brick. It bundles its HTML structure, its JavaScript logic, and its CSS styling all together in one place. This makes your whole project so much cleaner, so much more manageable, and finding and fixing things becomes a total breeze. Okay, so having a big box of Lego bricks is awesome, but to build something really complex, like, say, the Millennium Falcon, you're going to need a few more specialized tools than just the basic blocks, right? And this is where the powerful Vue ecosystem comes into play. This ecosystem gives you the essential tools you need to build a complete application. Vite gives you this incredibly fast development environment, so you see your changes instantly. Vue Router is like the GPS for your app, handling navigation between different pages or views. And then there's Pinia, which acts as the application's central brain, managing any data that needs to be shared across all your different components.
All right, so we've designed our app, we've built it with our components. We're done, right? Not so fast. the developer's journey isn't over yet. The final and absolutely critical steps are making sure it's bug-free and then actually getting it out into the world for people to use. To make sure the app is high quality, developers use a strategy called the testing pyramid. The foundation, the biggest part, is built on hundreds of really fast unit tests. Each one just makes sure that a single Lego brick works perfectly by itself. The middle layer is integration tests, which check that groups of bricks snap together correctly. And then right at the top, you have a few end-to-end tests that automatically act like a real user, clicking through the entire app from start to finish. And of course, the Vue ecosystem has you covered with tools for the job. Vitest is a super fast tool for running all those unit tests at the base of the pyramid. Then, for the tests at the very top, a tool like Playwright can actually launch a browser and test your app like a real human would, clicking buttons, filling out forms, the whole shebang. So, how does all this perfectly tested code get from a developer's computer to the internet? Through an automated assembly line called a CI/CD pipeline. This process automatically grabs new code, runs all of those tests we just talked about, merges it into the main project, and then packages it all up so it's ready for deployment. It's the engine that powers modern software delivery. And that brings us to the final magical step, deployment. Modern platforms like Netlify make this part ridiculously simple. You just connect your code, and that automated CI/CD pipeline flows right into Netlify, which then builds your site and puts it live on the internet. This dashboard here gives you a complete at-a-glance overview of your live application. It's simple, it's automated, and it's incredibly powerful. So there you have it. Let's just take a step back. We started with a really tricky problem on the modern web. We explored a smart solution, we built with simple blocks, and we followed the path all the way to a fully tested and deployed application. That right there is the modern developer's journey. And I think the author, Maya Shavin, really nails it with this quote. The skills you learn along this path are foundational. This isn't just about learning one framework. It's about learning the core principles of how to build amazing experiences on the web. So, you've seen the map, you've seen the tools and the elegant solutions. The only real question left is, what are you going to build?